All right, now we're moving on to page 150. We're still in section 3 of chapter 6, healthy relationships, or building healthy peer relationships. So this section here is about violence in dating relationships. It's really scary at times because sometimes, unfortunately, girls will do whatever it takes to keep that so-called significant other or boyfriend or whoever they love, to the point where sometimes physical abuse could be a factor. And girls' self-esteem is huge on this part because it beats them down. So there's a picture here of figure 9 talking about cycle of violence. So you have, like you pick fights, you have arguments, the significant other would be jealous, right? And envious and possessive. Like if that, and again, it's not just a male going to a female, it could be vice versa, But like your significant other is like, okay, I'm going to call you at 8:00 and they don't call. And you're like, well, how come they're not calling me? How come they're not calling me? And now it's 8:05. And then you're texting them like, why are you calling me? Where are you? They're kind of getting too, what's the word? Well, possessive is the word. Yeah, possessive on that. Like, why are you calling me? The controlling is the key. They're getting too controlling. They may not like what you're wearing. They may say, hey, I don't like you wearing that because, it shows your legs off or whatever. They're putting boundaries of who you can and cannot talk to. Sometimes they'll tell you can't hang out with your friends because you're supposed to be with them. So you have those things threatening you. They criticize you. They put you down. Mood swings, they're happy, everything's loving, everyone's getting along with, in the relationship, and all of a sudden, boom, they change. The individual also will probably explode to going to using force. If anyone's ever using force on you, you need to get out of that relationship. It is not right. Okay? No means no in any way, shape, or form. No means no in any way, shape, or form. And by the way, love is not supposed to be physically hurting you at all, emotionally or mentally. They may use a weapon in the figure they're talking about, cause serious injury to yourself and possibly threatening others. They may destroy your possessions like your cell phone or your clothes, or just, follow you. Like if say you work at McDonald's, and you forgot to tell your significant other that you're doing a double shift, and you're just working, and plus you can't call at work or whatever. And they're like, well, where are you? And they're trying to find you where you're at. Or if you're saying you're going to hang out with your friends and you're, they're following you, it's not a good sign. Trust me. They always want to ask for forgiveness. I'll never do it again. Listen, if someone's physically harming you and they say, if I love you, I won't ever hit you again, and they do it and you're still with them, there's a problem. You need to get out of that situation. They'll feel guilty for being controlling or physically hurting you, and they'll buy you presents. They'll say, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. The same story over and over again. And some people will stay, which is not right. It's not healthy because they think they can fix an individual. You can't. And again, if the person is not healthy for you, to you, they're not respecting your boundaries and wishes. Sorry about that. If they're not respecting your boundaries or wishes, then that person's not right for you, okay? So there's some warning signs here on page 150. There's a section here talking about date rape. So even if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other, no means no, any way, shape, or form. I have been married for 26 years. No still means no. All right, so you need to understand that. If it's no verbally, no shaking your head, or no pushing the person away, no means no. When you are in a relationship with somebody, that doesn't mean they own you. Like I said just a minute ago, I've been married 26 years, with my husband for 27 years. That does not mean he owns me and I own him. We're not a property, okay? So again, if you are ever in that situation, you need to call 911, get help, tell someone that you trust, get out of that situation. And you want to make sure you end the cycle. So you want to make sure that you know all the vocab, that you look at the charts regarding cycles of violence. I'm just flipping back for the paper here. Problems in friendships, of course, talking about jealousy and enviness and cliques, not trying to do that, being cruel. What kind of friendships do you want? Casual friendships, close friendships, talking about loyalty and honesty, being empathetic, being a reliable friend, Compromise. You gotta learn how to compromise. Body language, learning how to be assertive, when to speak up for yourself. Because if you don't, who will? The different types of communication skills, the passive, aggressive, and assertive communication. You want to make sure you talk about your I messages. All right. All right. So these are just some tips, some areas of how to have healthy relationships amongst your peers. Take care.